Hey there, it's Brittany Chavers and I'm back today with Jessie Jane's Beads, and we're going to make a leather cord bracelet. You can grab whatever color leather cord you have from Jessie Jane's Beads. I'm going to use this red today. This is 0.5 millimeter, and I call this a stash buster bracelet. So we are going to open up our beads. The reason I call it a stash buster is because you're going to use up maybe you have a lot of bead soup like I do, or you have some mixes maybe that you haven't had a chance to use yet. This is going to get a lot of beads on your project, and you're going to have fun with your cord. So I'm going to dump out my beads, and I'm going to dump out these beads as well. And this is going to be a multi-strand bracelet. I have a button from It Up Buttons. This is from the Vintage Vogue set. And I'm going to open up my leather, and then I just cut my leather in half. So I'm going to match up my ends, stick them through my button, and bring that button to the center. I'll line up those ends. And once that button is in the center, we're going to make a knot. And we'll move that down. And then this is where the fun comes in, and it's super easy. You just pile on your beads until it's as long as you'd like it to be. So I am gonna just kind of sift through, see what I have, and you could do a pattern, you can do random, but I'm gonna go with beads that all obviously can fit on my leather. Ooh, we have these cute little flowers. You know what, I'm just gonna go for it. I'm just gonna start on one end and put on a gold bead and just keep going from there. If you want 2 strands, you could just need to cut one piece for your, or you just put one piece through your button instead of 2. And to make things a little bit easier, you want to angle your leather like that. Even these tiny babies are going to fit on. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to load up my 4 strands. I might even check my bead soup. If there's something there that I want to use, I'm going to pile it on. Okay, now you see what I meant by stash buster. I actually did end up going in my bead soup and grabbing some coordinating purple beads, but I just love, like, there's no rhyme or reason. We've got all of our different metal colors, and it flows once you get them all together. Now you could do a ton of different things. You could twist it like this and wear it as one big strand, but I'm just gonna leave them separated, and then I'm going to gather my leather cords here at the end, and I'm going to knot up against the beads just like that, as tightly as possible. Move those beads down, get that knot up against them. I love the red against the purple and the pink. And then I am going to knot again, and yes, I know there are 4 strands here, but when we are using that button, we're gonna end up separating 2 and 2 to make the closure. So I'm gonna go ahead and do another knot. And then I'm gonna take my button and try and slip it in and make sure that it's going to fit between the cords so we can close it off later. See, this is where you're gonna have to decide like which two you're going through. That's totally fine. And I want to snug my knot up against that button right at the point where it's the longest, so we can make sure that the button will fit. So that's good right there. And if you want to make it adjustable, you could do another one right here. That's not necessary for this bracelet, so I'm just going to put a bead on the end of each one of these. It will be just like the rest of the bracelet. So I'm going to move this down and tie a knot. And then I'll choose the next one. And I'm just randomly tying at different lengths. We're not going to need any glue for this. If you're paranoid, it's totally okay to use the glue if you think that the knots are going to come undone, but usually with this small of leather and it's a natural material, you're not going to have a huge issue with knots becoming undone, especially if you're pulling tight. And I have one more. I like this little heart. I didn't see that before. And then we'll just trim all four of our tails. And you have one mega over the top multi-strand leather bracelet. This is gonna, people are gonna see that one. If you like bling, this is for you. And there we go. Jessie James Beads fans, this is for you. You can wear all your favorite beads on your wrist at once. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks to Jessie James Beads for having me back, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.